Not everyone is ready to hear what I'm about to say. And if you're still here, it's because you were chosen. So close your eyes, take a breath, and feel that this message is meant for you. Jesus spoke of an inner gate, a hidden door between the physical and the spiritual. He said, "The kingdom of God is within you." But the world forgot what that truly meant. This wasn't about temples or rituals. It was about a passage inside your own soul, a portal you activate with faith, stillness, and surrender. When you stand at that gate with pure intention, something shifts. The veil lifts. You begin to hear the voice you've been searching for your entire life, not outside, but within. This is the secret they didn't teach you. This is the truth that changes everything. There's a teaching of Jesus that didn't make it into Sunday sermons, not because it wasn't true, but because it was too powerful, too personal, too transformative for those who wanted to control the message. This teaching wasn't about rules or buildings. It was about a doorway, a threshold between two worlds. And once you understand it, you'll never see your life the same way again. Jesus said, "The kingdom of God is within you." But what does that really mean? For centuries, scholars debated it. Churches built empires around it. But the original listeners, those who walked dusty roads beside him, they understood something we forgot. He wasn't speaking in metaphor. He was giving them a map. In ancient Jewish mysticism, there was a concept called the Gate of Heaven, a spiritual threshold where the human and the divine meet. Jesus took this ancient wisdom and made it intimate. He said, the gate isn't in Jerusalem. It's not in any temple made of stone. It's inside you. Picture this. Within your own being, there exists a doorway. On one side is the noise, the fear, the doubt, the endless striving. On the other is the presence of God, pure, unshakable, eternal. The inner gate is the passage between them. And here's the secret they didn't tell you. You hold the key. The gate opens through stillness, through surrender, through the kind of faith that doesn't need proof. It simply knows. Jesus demonstrated this constantly. Before every miracle, he withdrew, he prayed, he entered that inner sanctuary, and when he emerged, the physical world bent to the spiritual reality he carried within. Now listen closely, because this is where it gets personal. You have this gate inside you right now. Every moment of restlessness you felt, every whisper that said, "There's something more," that was the gate calling to you. You were never meant to live only in the outer world, chasing things that fade. You were designed to live from the inside out, to draw from an infinite well that never runs dry. When you learn to stand at that inner gate, in meditation, in prayer, in those quiet moments when you finally stop running, something miraculous happens. You begin to hear, not with your ears, but with your spirit. The same voice that guided prophets, that whispered to mystics, that led Jesus into the wilderness. It speaks to you, because you are not separate from this. You never were. So why was this teaching hidden? Because it gives you direct access. It removes the middleman. It tells you that you don't need anyone's permission to encounter the divine. Jesus was radical for this reason. He democratized the sacred. He told fishermen and tax collectors and women cast aside by society, the kingdom is yours, right now, inside you. The religious authorities of his time couldn't accept this. And throughout history, institutions have struggled with it. Because if people truly understood their inner gate, they would stop seeking validation from the outside. They would stop giving their power away. They would become what Jesus called them to be, children of light, walking in authority, carrying heaven within them.
This is the teaching they buried. Not with malice always, sometimes with fear. Fear that people would misuse it. Fear that chaos would ensue. But Jesus trusted us with it anyway. He said, "Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened." That door, it's the inner gate. Here's what I need you to understand. This isn't ancient history. This isn't just beautiful poetry. This is a living invitation. Every single day you have a choice. You can live from the outside in, reacting to circumstances, driven by fear, searching for meaning in temporary things. Or you can live from the inside out, anchored in the eternal, guided by the voice within, carrying a peace the world cannot shake. The inner gate is waiting. It doesn't judge whether you're worthy. It doesn't care about your past. It responds to one thing: your sincere intention to cross the threshold, to step out of the chaos and into the presence, to remember who you really are. So how do you approach this gate? Jesus showed us. He withdrew from the crowds. He climbed mountains. He spent nights in prayer, not because God was far away, but because he needed to silence the outer noise to hear the inner voice. You do the same. Find stillness, even 5 minutes. Close your eyes, place your hand over your heart, and instead of asking for things, simply say, "I am here. I am listening. Show me the gate." Don't force it. Don't perform. Just be present. Breathe. Wait. The gate opens to those who approach with childlike trust. And when you begin to feel it, that shift, that warmth, that knowing, don't dismiss it. Don't rationalize it away. That's the threshold. That's the kingdom within. The more you practice standing there, the more you'll realize this is what you've been searching for all along. I don't know what brought you to this message today, but I know it wasn't random. You've been searching, you've been asking, and now you're being answered. The inner gate is real. It's not reserved for saints or mystics. It's your birthright. Jesus came to remind you of that. So here's your invitation. Stop seeking outside what's already within. Stop waiting for permission to encounter the divine. The gate is there. The key is in your hand. And on the other side is everything you've been longing for. Peace, purpose, presence, power. This is the teaching they buried. Now you know. What you do with it, that's up to you. If this message reached you, share it. Someone in your life needs to hear this. And if you're ready to walk through that gate, comment below, "I am ready." Let's build a community of people who live from the inside out, who carry the kingdom, who remember